It was the end of summer and the perfect opportunity to attend an unforgettable fly-in. Hey, what's up everyone? Michael here. Thanks for checking out another one of my videos, and as you can see, it's a two-part series about a special trip that I was able to take out to a fly-in in South Carolina. But first, I wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you to everybody who's been following along with my journey so far here on the channel Trek to Greatness. It's been so cool and humbling getting a lot of you all's feedback about the videos and appreciation for the videos, as well as some questions that have been sent my way about what my experience was like going through the ATP Flight School training program and whether or not it might be the right school of choice for you too. Well, the good news is I've got more footage coming on that very subject soon, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll be sure to update you on whatever I can to answer those questions you may have. So right now I want to go ahead and share with you a recent trip to a fly-in that I went on with a fellow pilot friend of mine. And I knew it was going to be something special and awesome. First of all, because aviation enthusiasts are some of the friendliest people you could ever meet. And secondly, because the event was to take place at the legendary Triple Tree Aerodrome in Woodruff, South Carolina. I mean, this place is pristine when you're talking about the way the grass is laid out, the way that everything is just so perfect. But as much as it was fun just being there, getting there by plane is a big part of what makes a fly-in so memorable, especially since my buddy St. Clair and I had been looking for a good opportunity to go flying together for a long time. Our adventure began with a thorough pre-flight check of our rental plane, a Piper Cherokee 140 that I had previously flown on a joyride with my wife. Our 118-mile trip from Lawrenceville, Georgia to Woodruff, South Carolina would take us a little over 1.5 hours. We opted to stop and top off our fuel tanks and to brief our arrival procedures into Triple Tree at an airport just 10 miles shy of our destination. While we could have returned home without even making a fuel stop, we knew it would be best to just go ahead and put approximately 9 gallons on each side.
We did 18, right?
Yep.
The arrival procedures published on Triple Tree's website are comprehensive and include photos for clarification of waypoints and flyover points.
Triple Tree Tower, Cherokee. We are at 2,000 feet heading towards our second checkpoint, the city of NRE.
Okay, let's continue to NRE. When you get to NRE, you'll turn left, fly over the tower for a left downwind for 3.
Continuing to NRE to turn left to overfly the tower for entry to runway 3.
After being cleared into the area, we admired the view of the beautiful airfield that so many pilots have come to know and love. And since we arrived on day 1 of the week-long event, we could see that we would have no problem with parking. Once we landed on the perfectly manicured 7,000-foot double-wide runway, we trailed the Follow Me golf cart on over to the single-day parking area.
What's going on? It's your boy Mike Robb here, and I'm here with a special guest. Say what's up, St. Clair.
Hello, how we doing today?
Yeah, so we're super excited to have landed here in that Cherokee you see behind us. We're at Triple Tree Aerodrome, and right on time, our Follow Me truck is here to take us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Right on time, one of the friendly volunteers, Dale, swooped us up and escorted us to the pavilion for registration, and explained to us that most of the pilots and exhibitors would be arriving later on in the week. We didn't mind the small crowd and set out to make the most of our day amongst these beautiful airplanes and festive atmosphere. We witnessed the arrival of several home-built and certified planes alike, each with their own personality and purpose. I spoke with Brad Hoblet, who told us a little bit about one of the planes that he and several others fly for their international organization.
This is the first time for me to be here at Triple Tree, and it just came for the day. I've seen it on the internet for a number of years and always wanted to come. A beautiful grass runway, nicer than any grass runway I've ever seen. We brought this pretty white airplane with the MAG logo and the heartbeat stripe down the side, and so that's made people ask some questions. And so I've had the opportunity to tell people that in the places in the world that we work are places that don't have good road systems. So Missionary Air Group is a Christian missions organization who uses airplanes to take them from that bush hospital into the interior of the country, into the city where they can get the care they need. And that's just one example of all the wonderful things you can do with airplanes. You can travel over terrain you can't get to otherwise. Oftentimes you can get there faster and much more comfortably. And so airplanes are great for things like that.
Having the opportunity to get up close and personal with classic warbirds is another thing that makes fly-ins like this one so magical. And I'm constantly amazed by the spectacular job that people do restoring these tried and true machines to their original beauty. And their owners fly them with pride. I had a chance to ask Brian Miller about his pristine biplane.
Well, it's a 1943 Boeing Stearman. It was originally assigned to the U.S. Navy. Most of them are all yellow. There are a few blue and yellow models, but this one has a different Navy paint job. So it's got the 220 Continental engine on it. It originally was assigned to the Navy from 43 to about 45, and that's when it was surplused. This one was restored by a company called Air Repair. And Air Repair they are like the premium Stearman restoring company in the U.S. So they restored it to pretty much just like this. It's only got about 700 hours since it was restored. I added the nose art. My last name is Miller, so Miller Skylife. Renewed the tail feather colors, put some new javelins on it just this last week, and that's pretty much it. I really like just the idea of going flying. I don't have to go fast. You're at low altitude and you're able to see the countryside go by, and you see something interesting, you just swoop down and take a look, do a 360 around it. I love flying into small airports, grass strips. That's the best.
It's pretty awesome to see that not only does Brian do this type of adventure flying as the executive director of the Florida Antique Biplane Association, but he's also an airline captain on a Boeing 777. And it's really cool to see that despite his busy schedule, he still finds a way to give back to the aviation community by sharing his knowledge about restoring and flying these beautiful warbirds that are part of our American heritage. Well, that about wraps it up for this video, but be sure to come back for part 2 of the series, and you'll see that a whole slew of airplanes come back out for the later part of the week, and I'll do my best to keep up with the excitement. I'm going to have another interview coming your way, as well as covering the more educational and eye-opening aspects of Triple Tree. I may have to rent a golf cart just to keep up with all the excitement, but we'll see about that. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like rating or leave a comment below. It helps me out a whole lot as my channel continues to grow.
1, 2, 3 seconds to full throttle.
And for more day-to-day updates, check me out on Instagram, where I post more about what I'm doing as a flight instructor.
Good. Center line.
And as always, thanks for following along on my journey as you trek to greatness.